One of the most painful lessons in life is this: being a good person does not guarantee that people will treat you well. In fact, sometimes the kindest people suffer the most. They are the ones who always help, always forgive, always understand, always give people another chance. And somehow, they end up exhausted, disappointed, and wondering why the very people they cared about hurt them the most. If you've ever felt that way, this video is for you. Because according to Buddhist wisdom, the problem is not that you're too kind. The problem may be that your compassion has been living without wisdom. And compassion without wisdom can become a quiet form of self-destruction. Many people grow up believing something simple: if I treat others well, they will treat me well too. It sounds reasonable. It sounds fair. But life doesn't always work that way. Some people appreciate kindness. Others simply get used to it. And once kindness becomes expected, it is no longer seen as kindness. It becomes an obligation. Have you noticed this? The person who always says yes gets asked more. The person who always sacrifices gets expected to sacrifice again. The person who never complains is often given the heaviest burden. Not because people are evil, but because human beings naturally move toward what is available. And when you never establish limits, some people stop seeing your generosity. They only see your availability. The deeper problem is not other people, it's fear. Many genuinely kind people are afraid of disappointing others. They fear rejection, conflict, judgment, being misunderstood. So they say yes when they want to say no. They stay silent when they should speak. They tolerate behavior that hurts them, and little by little, they abandon themselves. The strange thing is that they call it kindness, but kindness that requires you to betray yourself is not kindness. It's fear wearing the mask of kindness. And many people spend years confusing the two. One of the biggest misunderstandings about Buddhism is the idea that being compassionate means allowing people to walk all over you. The Buddha never taught that. He never taught weakness. He never taught becoming a doormat. Compassion and wisdom were never meant to be separated. In Buddhism, wisdom helps us see reality clearly. Compassion helps us respond with an open heart. But when compassion exists without wisdom, we may keep helping people who refuse to help themselves. We may continue giving to relationships that only take. We may mistake self-sacrifice for virtue, and eventually, our kindness becomes a source of suffering. The Buddha often spoke about the middle way: not too hard, not too soft, not selfish, not self-destructive. A balanced heart, a clear mind. That is where genuine compassion lives. Imagine a lamp. Its purpose is to give light. But if everyone keeps taking from the flame and no one replenishes the oil, eventually the lamp goes out. Many good people live exactly like this. They give their time, their energy, their attention, their emotional support, day after day, year after year, until one morning they wake up exhausted, resentful, empty. Not because kindness is wrong, but because they forgot that even a lamp needs fuel. You cannot pour endlessly from an empty cup, and you cannot save everyone while abandoning yourself. Wisdom does not make you cold. Wisdom does not make you selfish. Wisdom simply teaches you where compassion belongs. Sometimes wisdom says, "I care about you, but I cannot solve this for you." Sometimes wisdom says, "No." Sometimes wisdom says, "This relationship is hurting me." Sometimes wisdom says, "I need rest." And surprisingly, those moments are often healthier than another sacrifice. Because real compassion includes yourself. You are not excluded from your own kindness. There is a beautiful truth many people discover too late. The goal is not to stop being kind. The goal is to become wise enough to protect your kindness. Anyone can give. Anyone can sacrifice. But it takes wisdom to know when, where, and for whom. The Buddha did not teach us to close our hearts. He taught us to open them with awareness. So if you have spent years feeling exhausted from being the good person, maybe the lesson is not to become less compassionate. Maybe the lesson is to become more wise. Because compassion without wisdom creates suffering. But compassion guided by wisdom becomes freedom. And freedom is what your heart was searching for all along. Thank you for being here all this time. Wish you all the best. Stay healthy and happy. Namo Buddhaya.